Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda
Nithyanandam. Nithyanandam, you are now seeing Somasundareshwara Swami himself. Brahmotsavam in Kailasa, Madurai continues in a grand way after the Pattabhishekam. Also, for a few more days, the leelas are celebrated of Paramashiva Somasundareshwara Swami living among us as a living God in our lives, and that is the way that the fortune that those who lived and have been a part of that lineages from ancient back ancestors that go back to ancient times from till the modern day, all of them had the opportunity to live amongst Somasundareshwara. Now we have the darshan of Somasundareshwara. Meenakshi Devi. Devi is also there in in our lives, also as the Divine Mother. So we bow down to Meenakshi Devi and Somasundareshwara Swami, who take care of us and shower on us all of the blessings through which we will be able to live a happy, blissful, content life. Yes, beautifully they are gracing today in the pallakis, the palanquins, and both of them, Meenakshi Devi and Somasundareshwara Swami, both of them are wonderfully presenting themselves today morning after the night of where the Pattabhishekam was celebrated. All of us see here in front of Kailasa Madurai, we are offering all of the choicest offerings of various fruits, flower garlands, and also the clothing offerings to Somasundareshwara, who is there before us as Chokkanadar, a graceful deity. Yes, we're seeing now Meenakshi Devi, the Acha Avatara. Meenakshi herself is here with us. We offer to her the flower garlands and the traditional clothing offerings. She takes care of us and ensures us that and promises that she will be there always taking care and ensuring the right dharma is upheld and giving us the possibility of bhakti and devotion in life. And finally we offer the puja to Chandigeshwara Swami, who takes care of all of their accounts. So surrender and offer the offerings to him. And finally, at Kailasa Madurai, we have the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's deity that is there at the very entrance. We can be a part of the revival, the grand revival of the tradition, the Guru Shishya Parampara, and offer him our gratitude. Om Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmahe Paramahamsaya Dhimahi Tanno Hamsa Prachodayat. Om Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmahe Paramahamsaya Dhimahi Tanno Hamsa Prachodayat. Om Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmahe Paramahamsaya Dhimahi Nom Saprachodayat. Yes. Offering our gratitude to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who has revived this whole tradition through the social media and providing the whole tradition online. No matter where you are, you can have the darshan and the grace of Somasundareshwara, especially during the time of these Brahmotsavams. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, with his way of building the digital nation of Kailasa, has provided possibility for all of us to be able to connect with Hinduism, connect with deities from where we are in the world through the digital platforms. And we can also see here that the Annadhanam continues of all of the food that is blessed and offered offered to Meenakshi Sundareshwara. The same food is
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Maha Shiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Yes. The Annadhanam is continuously offered to the devotees of Meenakshi Sundareshwara. When the devotees go out of their routine, out of their day-to-day habits, day-to-day work, just to have the darshan of Meenakshi Sundareshwara, they come to the city of Madurai and have their darshan during this festivity. Usually they will put aside their usual day-to-day routines and come out of that routine just to have the darshan of Meenakshi Sundareshwara. To those who forget all of their day-to-day things and put Paramashiva first, to them, for them, we offer the Annadhanam also. Actually, they are the very embodiment of Meenakshi Sundareshwara that happen again at our doorstep as the Atithi, as the guest is God. And we offer them the food that is also blessed by Meenakshi Sundareshwara. In the Adinam itself, in the Shyamalaapeetha, Sarvajnapeetham, we have the deities of Meenakshi Sundareshwara and the deity of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. To these deities, we offer the food. The blessed food is then distributed to everyone who comes and visits the Kailasa and the Shyamalapeetha, Sarvajnapeetham. And the food is nourished and blessed by Meenakshi Sundareshwara to put people onto the path of Paramashivam. Yes, in the last 21 days, we have seen beautiful darshans and continuously showering of boons from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, gracing us in various forms of Paramashiva. Finally, now only after a few more days, yes, we will be having on August 30th, the third season of Paramashivam continues, and don't miss. And if you have come new for the first time, join us in the Paramashivam program, which is now being offered absolutely free in this Chaturmasya time alone. Take a part of this grand festival of the Paramashivam itself and celebrate the revival of Hinduism. Yes, we will be right back with you after a short break.
leelas. Around 40 years he was in that body and performed many leelas. That body is resting in our property near Dinamani Takis. There is a place in Madurai, near Dinamani Takis, there is a samadhi inside Madurai Adinam property. It is called Sundaranar Samadhi. And Sundarananda's Jiva Samadhi, people used to think it is one of the 18 Siddhas. It is not one of the, of course, it is one in the 18, but Shiva himself assumed the human body and performed. 40 years he was in that body. That body is resting in Madurai, the place Dinamani Takis, opposite to that Takis, there is a property, belongs to Madurai Adinam property, there he is resting. And the third body, which he assumed to give sugar cane to stone elephant, and stone elephant ate that sugar cane. For that leela, he assumed one more body that is there inside the temple, under the samadhi of, under the shrine of Ellamalla Sittar. Under his murti, that third body is there. Still, I am not able to trace the other places of the remaining 8 bodies. I could see cosmically where are they, but in the Madurai map I am not able to pinpoint where the remaining 8 bodies are. Soon I will study the Madurai map and overlap my cosmic map on Madurai map and give you guys the exact points where the bodies he assumed are resting and radiating. I tell you, if you see from this angle, no other place, even in Kailash, is only one body is resting. There are 1 lakh enlightened beings' bodies are resting. That is different. But his own, the body which he used, only one body is resting. In Varanasi, 2 bodies are resting. Even in Tiruvannamalai, only one body, Arunagiri Yogeshwara's body, only is resting. I was shocked when I read yesterday the Akashic records. 11 bodies he has assumed. I tell you, Madurai was his honeymoon place. It was his favorite. Somehow, Madurai people had a very close, hearty connection with Mahadeva. Even for small things, he will assume a body. Come here and play. This was the place where he was very playful and joyful, without any of the so-called social laws, regulations, rules, and the dharma which he himself created. Here, he has broken the laws he created as per the planets. He has changed the planets for Madurai people. He has changed the teachings for Madurai people. He has changed the social laws for Madurai people. He has broken all the moral rules for Madurai people. He has done everything possible. Socially accepted, unaccepted, legal, illegal, dharmic, adharmic. In which Shastra it is dharmic? You convert the wolves into horses and sell them, and after you sell and go away, all that fellows, they become overnight, they become again wolf and bite and kill all the remaining horses who are there. And that poor king is now pauper. In which dharma it is accepted? In which Shastra it is accepted? He has done everything possible. He comes down as a worker for the old lady, saying that, see, once there was a flood, huge flood in Vaigai river, and king ordered all the citizens of Madurai should take up one portion and cover it with mud and build an embankment. So all of them have taken up one portion. One old lady, Vandi, her job is that making idli and puttu. Puttu is those days breakfast. She will make all this and sell for people. Still now, in Madurai it is a very popular business. Go out in the night, you will see hundreds of shops. The outside street, they will be making these idlis and selling, breakfast and selling. It is still their tradition. Now it is called Kushbu idli. In those days, it's a tradition of Vandi. So she used to make this pittu and sell. Those days breakfast. She did not get anybody to cover her portion, and she herself can't do. She is too old. She prays to Sundareshwara. This whole city still now, any problem, the only person they turn to is Sundareshwara. They don't trust anybody else. They just turn towards Sundareshwara. And she's the old lady. She can't get a worker to fill her portion, to do her job. She turns towards Sundareshwara. Oh Chokkanada, Sundareshwara. This guy could have just one thought, the whole Vaigai would have built, add embankment automatically. He does not do that. He comes down, assuming human body and bargaining with that lady. You should give me the pittu as much as I want, but I will work only for 3 hours. He says, I will work only for 2 jama. Sorry, 2 muhurta. 1 muhurta is 1.5 hours. I will work only for 2 muhurta, but you should give me as much as I want. This poor lady, she doesn't have anybody else. So she says, all right, go ahead. You can see what is puttu. Come on, show me. This is puttu. Those days breakfast. So she doesn't have anybody else. So no other option. She accepts the bargain. This fellow finally finishes eating everything she cooked. After that, it doesn't work. He goes there and lies down in that bed. So he goes and lies down in the banks of Vaigai. I also traced the palace he had in Vaigai. Just in between, the mid of the water, he had a palace where he used to drink with that, all the bhutas. He was not a womanizer. He used to drink and gamble. He will have all these bhutas around and they will play the dice. He will gamble with them. Finally, what is there? Finally, he will cheat all of them. And he was not a womanizer, but he used to drink and gamble. Anyhow, so he went and lie down in the bank of Vaigai. King comes in the evening to see whether the embankment work is done. He sees all parts have been covered except his portion, the Vandi's portion. King got very annoyed and asked whose portion it is. They said this is Vandi, old lady's portion. He asked, naturally she won't be able to do. Who is doing for her? They showed this guy has been employed by her, but from morning he is not doing anything, he is just lying there. So king calls him and asks, who are you? This fellow says, who are you to ask me this? King says, I am the king of this Madurai. He says, that is the way so many people were thinking, but actually I am the king. There was a strong argument. Finally, king was very angry and he took his Sengol, the golden staff with which he rules the country, and gave a strong blow in the back of Sundareshwara. When that beating fell on Sundareshwara, when that stick fell on the Sundareshwara, at that same moment he showed to the king, he is the Antaryami, he is the indweller of every being, cosmos. So the whole world, whole universe, including himself, had that beating. The whole cosmos, including the king, had the mark of that golden staff, scepter, golden scepter's mark, and king was shocked. There he sees Sundareshwara standing with Meenakshi and smiling. King realized who came to play in the form of a worker, and he fell at the feet of Sundareshwara, asked him to apologize. Then Sundareshwara says, just because of Vandi's feeling connection, to please her, to eat her food, to enjoy her puttu, breakfast, I came and I enjoyed. He liberated, he gives enlightenment to Vandi and blesses the king and disappears. Till the end, he has not done his job. He did not do the job of building the embankment to the Vaigai. Casual leelas, not one or two, 64 leelas. God, I know for sure he would have done at least 64,000. And Paranjodi Munivar, the compiler, was able to collect only 64, representing all the 64,000s of leelas. The body with which he has performed this leela, especially blessing the Vandi and converting the wolves into horses, foxes into horses, that season, around 40 years he has performed some more leelas. That body was used by him for 40 years. That body is resting in Madurai Adinam's property. I have taken the blessings of the 292nd Guru Maha Sannidhaanam to build that into a beautiful, huge temple. You can see the scene of Sundareshwara coming and eating the puttu of Vandi, the old lady. When I remember, God, this very land, he has taken 11 bodies and walked. These very roads, he would have walked and sold the firewood. These very roads, he has walked and sold bangles. This very road, he walked and sold diamonds. I am really going crazy. This very Vaigai, he created this very Vaigai. He himself came and built embankment, at least acted as building embankment. Each action divine energy performs becomes one independent entity. If you connect with that energy, he gives you the same blessing. Understand? Sundareshwara is the energy of leela, playfulness. Ask him whatever you want. He has broken all the rules. See, there is a law. Only a human body can radiate enlightenment, experience enlightenment. He has broken everything. He has given enlightenment to pigs. He has given enlightenment to bird. He has given enlightenment to cuckoo. He has given enlightenment to swan. Everyone can be assured. He has given enlightenment to pigs. What a leela. Sundareshwara. Bhagavan explains, Sri Krishna explains in this verse how each action of divine becomes independent existence, a divine energy. Shiva danced for the sake of Patanjali and showed the cosmic dance. That becomes Nataraja, the form of Shiva, an independent energy. Meditate on Nataraja, you will have extraordinary spiritual experiences. Nataraja is the Lord of spiritual experiences. Any yogic spiritual experience you want, meditate on Nataraja. Sri Krishna is explaining the philosophy behind the incarnations are multiple gods, many gods in Hindu religion.
Bow down to Meenakshi Devi and Somasundareshwara Swami, who take care of us and shower on us all of the blessings through which we will be able to live a happy, blissful, content life. Yes, beautifully they are gracing today in the Pallakis, the palanquins, and both of them, Meenakshi Devi and Somasundareshwara Swami, both of them are wonderfully presenting themselves today morning after the night of the where the Pattabhishekam was celebrating. All of us see here in front of Kailasa Madurai, we're offering all of the choicest offerings of various fruits, flower garlands, and also the clothing offerings to Somasundareshwara, who is there before us as Chokkanad. Grace. Off to the cloud, the inspiration flowing off to. Now offer the puja to Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Sundareshwara Swami in Adi Kailasa, Bengaluru. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahidam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Samarambam Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Madhyamam Nithyananda Variyantam Vande Guru Paramparam Lalathe Tripundri Nitila Kasturi Tilakaha Spuranmaladhara Spuritigati Gaupina Vasanaha Nadano Dushtaram Chirishibhanirajam Shishikalam Pradipas Sarvesham Marunagiri Yogi Vijate. Atha dhupaha Om Dashangam Guggulopetam Sugandham Chasa Manoharam Agreyas Sarva Devanam Dhupoyam Pritigruhyatam Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Meenakshambika Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Somasundareshwara Swamine Namaha Dhupamagrapayami. Atha dhipaha Om Sajyam Trivatti Sanyuktam Vanhida Yohitam Maya Grahanamangalam Deepam Trailokya Timirapaham Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Meenakshambika Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Somasundareshwara Swamine Namaha Deepam Sandarshayami. Om Amrite Amritodbhave Amritavarshini Amritam Shrave Shrave Swaha Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Meenakshi Ambika Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Somasundareshwara Swamine Namaha. Amritam Maha Naivedyam Nivedayami Nivedananandram Achamanam Samarpayami. Nirajanam Om Om Tanmaheshaya Vidmahe Bhagvishuddhaya Dhimahi तन्नः शिवः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ घनाम्बिकायै विद्महे महातपायै धीमहि तन्नो गौरी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ हंसाय विद्महे परमहंसाय धीमहि तन्नो हंस प्रचोदयात्। श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति मीनाक्षी अंबिका समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुंदरेश्वर स्वामिने नमः। श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। कर्पूर नीराजनं संदर्शयामि रक्षान्धारयामि। शोणाद्रीशावताराय ज्योतिस्तंभस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। तत्त्वज्ञानप्रदाताय नित्यानन्देश्वररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। मूलप्रकृतिरूपाय परमशिवशक्तिस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। दण्डत्रिशूलहस्ताय कालकालस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। आदिपूज्याय देवाय सकृत्पूर्णत्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। सर्वाभयविनाशकाय शत्रुसंहाररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। योगभट्टाभिषिक्ताय राजसन्न्यासधारिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। सार्वभौमैकपत्याय राजराजार्चिताय च श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। मङ्गलं कल्पवृक्षाय मङ्गलं ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलम्। मङ्गलं श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलं कामदायिन्ये सर्वमङ्गलदात्री नित्यानन्देश्वर्यै मङ्गलम्। मङ्गलं गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मङ्गलं परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलम्। त्वं स्मृतमहं धन्य मम प्राणमहेश्वर गङ्गाधरनामेति स्तोत्रस्थानं ददाम्यहम्। हरिः ओं तत्सत्। सर्वं भगवत्श्री नित्यानन्द परमशिव पादुकार्पणमस्तु। ॐ नित्यानन्दम्। Thank you all for joining the morning Mandagappadi offering to Meenakshi Sundareshwara and the offering of the puja to Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Somasundareshwara Swami. Join us again today evening for the continuing celebration of the Avani Tiruvizha Brahmotsavam. We are celebrating the continuous Nithyanandam. You can make the contribution to the Annadanam by scanning the QR code presented or becoming a Patreon with the link in the description of the video, and contribute towards the Annadanam, the ongoing Annadanam, to the devotees of Meenakshi Sundareshwara who grace as Meenakshi Sundareshwara in our lives. We feed them and offer them the blessed food cooked with deep reverence. Join us again in the evening for the Mandagappadi celebrations. Thank you. Nithyanandam.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Maha Shiva.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Nithyananda Shivo